Joy. So here we have, this is a very important part of the RV. It's called the monitor panel.
Okay.
What this does, this is where all or most of the controls for the RV is located.
Wow.
Most of the controls are located here.
Okay.
I'll start with the first thing, the slide out. If you look here, there are two buttons. One says slide room, and this is another one that says slide room. You have on one side of it, it says in, and you can see out. All right, so this button is for one of the slide. For this one, it's other slide.
With this.
We're gonna go out because they're already in. So we're gonna move them out. Very important though, Joy, before you move these slides out or in, always check to see that nothing is in the way. Like you have to ensure this door is closed.
Okay.
Ensure the door is locked. Ensure there's nothing in front of it or in the corners.
The corners, okay.
Right? Because the thing with, and you're going to also make sure that here as well, there's
There's
nothing
clearance.
here, it is clear. What normally happens is that sometimes people take this ladder and they forget to lock it back in place.
Cup.
Yes.
In case.
Right, as I just mentioned about these little buttons, they're very important because they will tell you what is happening
Okay.
with your tank's levels.
Okay.
Ideally, you want to keep your, well, whatever amount of fresh water you want to have in your tank for you to use. You want to keep your, here it is, it says black, but you want to keep that tank. Ideally, it should be empty. But this tank, it can hold as much waste for the entire period that you will be out camping.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that in terms of capacity, and I'm referring to you and all your other members. So the black tank is where the waste from the toilet will go. Your gray tank, that likewise is, as I said, is where the wastewater from your kitchen tap, your shower, and your face basin. I'm going to press this. If you look at this one, it says LPG,
Yeah.
liquid petroleum gas. That's your propane. Yeah. So
There's
you have
propane here?
there's propane on board because you have to cook with propane. You use propane to heat inside here to keep it warm, because when you go to Jasper or that side, it might get a little chilly because it's chilly now. It's gonna be chilly, and you guys might want to warm up yourself inside here. I will show you how that is done.
Okay.
So that is here as well. So, and then the refrigerator, this fridge, it also uses propane to run it. All right.
Okay.
So this is going to tell you the level of your propane tank. This is a big tank. It is saying that the tank is 2/3 full. The tank is 2/3 full. It means that there's a lot of propane on board. It is more than enough that you need for the period that you'll be out. My only thing about this choice is that when you return it, well, I'll encourage, if you can, I would prefer that you fill it back up to the level that you got it. All the levels that you, however you receive them, you return the RV at those levels. If you
So
can.
there are places they fill propane tank?
Yes.
Sorry, really?
Yes.
Okay, you just show me and tell me what to do, and then we'll.
Because again, if you can't, because I understand you're new and you might not understand, because it's a whole lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah.
If you don't fill it up back, You just pay us for that.
Okay.
Which is not much, because
Okay.
propane is not a whole lot of money.
Okay.
So you could just pay for this
Okay.
up
Yeah,
front,
because
and then they
navigating
will,
to
because there are not many places around that sells
Okay.
propane, that
Okay.
refill propane. Not many places. You have to kind of have an idea.
in fact, I'd rather pay up front.
Yeah, but there's something that you're gonna have to do for me that I can't compromise on.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it is. This tank, the black tank, you're gonna watch to the reading. It shows that it is 2/3 full. Goes down now to 1/3. What you've just seen is,
Can I check it?
yeah, press it.
This is
Press
it.
it.
Okay, now it's 1/3. Okay.
All right, let me explain what is happening. Don't be alarmed.
Okay.
This tank, why we're able to see the readings here is because there are sensors on the tanks. And the sensors will tell us the levels that the different liquids are at. Where the black tank is concerned, that sensor is not working properly. The tank is empty. It should show empty. It should show empty, or because this is E.
Which is
Yeah, it's E, 1/3, 2/3, and F, full.
Okay.
All right. Propane, 2/3 full. That is reading accurately. The battery, our host battery is draining. It is down to 1/3. Ideally, you want to have your host battery up to full. All right. The freshwater tank, it is 1/3 full. That means there's fresh water in there, and it's just about 1/3. That sensor, those sensors are reading correctly. Because if you add more water to it, it will move up to 2/3, and if you keep adding, it will get up to full. The black tank, as I mentioned to you, it's going to move down to 1/3. That sensor is not working properly, but the tank is empty.
Empty. Okay.
That is the tank that I want to get back empty. You
Okay.
have to bring it back to me empty.
Okay.
I tell you how you do that.
Yeah, you
at,
just show me.
at each campsite. No, I don't have anywhere here in Beaumont to dump waste from the toilet. I don't have anywhere to dump it.
Yeah, but you can show me how to do the dump.
I will show you how to do
Okay.
it. Right? And no worries, I'll show you all of that.
Okay.
All right, so that's the one that you're gonna have to dump most of all. You can, the gray tank, it is showing 1/3. I think it is like that because I think Nikki had done some washing up when she was cleaning up. Water had gone inside the gray tank.
Okay.
But that is, I'm not too fussy about that because it's just water from your kitchen sink and water from your shower that I can dump easily.
Okay.
All right, without any problems. But I cannot dump the black tank anyhow. Yes. So this, what is important about this for you right now, John, is that these tells you what the levels of your tanks are. All right.
Gotcha.
Good. Okay, so we're finished with this. The next thing that I want to point out to you is this switch, water pump. If you need water to come through the taps, you're not connected directly to the city water, and you need water to do whatever, you turn your water pump on. Look what happened. Okay, you heard the pump running a while ago?
Yeah.
Right, and then it shuts off.
Yes.
It is a pressure pump, and that's how it works. So when you turn the tap on, the pump will start run again.
Okay.
Because the line is now pressured up.
Wow.
All right, so just a quick demo. You can turn the tap on and you'll see.
Wow. Yep.
Right. So the pump ran once the water is turned on. And that's how it is. if the pump is not on, you're not going to
Oh,
get
sorry there.
you're not going to get water anywhere else.
Oh.
So you have to turn.
Put
And
it
once you
on.
see the lights on, that means something is on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily want to drive with your
Water not on.
water pump running on that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so ideally, when you're driving out, Joy, ensure that these buttons are all
Off.
off.
Gotcha.
All right. The other thing that I'm going to turn on is a generator. We have a power generator on board. That means, yes, that means if you decide to stop somewhere, just say you're sightseeing, looking at the glaciers, and you're not at a campsite, you're not plugged in, you stop on the side of the road and you guys want to refresh yourself and maybe heat something up in the microwave, or it's a bit hot and you want to get some air conditioning, you want to cool down, you are going to need 110 volts to operate the microwave and to also operate the air conditioning unit. The generator will give you that 110 voltage that you need.
Okay.
Now, you have to turn it on though, because it's not like that switch there. So the switch there only gives you 12 volts to run lights and those kind of things. The generator needs more than that. So we're going to run the generator now. The first thing to do when you're running the generator, Joy, is to prime the generator. And you prime the generator by pressing this button down. This light comes up. Once this light comes up, generator, Joy, you press start and the generator will start. So the microwave.
Wow. This is.
If your generator is not running and you're not plugged in, you will not be able to use your microwave and you will not be able to use your air conditioning, because those things need
More voltage.
more voltage. That's correct.
Okay. Wow.
And also, whilst the generator is running, it recharges the battery, that house battery.
Oh.
So it does a lot of things.
Now, does the generator powers the fridge automatically?
I'll keep the generator running because I didn't like the level that the house battery was. Remember when I pressed this, it was just 1/3. See, it is showing full now because the generator is feeding it.
is feeding it. Okay.
So it's not really fully charged. It's just that the generator is feeding it now, so it is showing like it's full.
Okay.
All right, so we'll just keep that running for the time. Remember this now, Joy, that the generator uses gasoline. It's a gas generator. And it uses the gas from the same gas that you put into the RV to drive. It pulls from the very same tank because it's an engine and it uses that same gas. The thing though that you have to remember is that if your gauge, your fuel gauge is below a quarter tank full, if it's a quarter tank or less, the generator will not work. It started to run. I took my finger off the switch. Right, and that's what you're gonna have to do. We're gonna stop it and watch how we stop the generator. Just press it towards the stop because it has stop here and you have start over here. Stop. Look. I just press it and it shuts off. You start it now. I just want you to start it.
Okay, so quick question before I attempt to start it. You see, when we press this to prime it stays on the prime.
You squeeze it down until the light comes up. Press it down, press it, keep it down. That light, so now you can start. Once that light comes up, fingers off. Once you get beautiful, just like that.
Okay. Okay.
All right. The other button here, so we keep our generator on.
Yeah.
The other button here is for your hot water.
Okay.
So there is hot water on board as well.
Oh.
All right.
How hot?
Very hot if you wanted to.
Wow.
Of course, you have hot and you have cold water on board.
Okay.
So it's both hot and cold
Hot
water.
and cold, okay.
So if you change the position of this, you move it up there and you turn it on. One position up here is for hot. Next one down here is cold.
Okay.
And if you go in between, you get a good mix of hot and cold.
Okay.
So you can manage your temperature as you want.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to turn the hot water on.
Okay.
It takes a while for the tank to heat up the water. All right. Maybe about 20-25 minutes.
Okay.
And if the water will stay hot for quite a while too. All right. So this is the button for the hot water heater. It says gas water heater.
Okay.
All you have to do is to, once I turn the switch on, the light is gonna come up inside here, and then another light is gonna come here. So there are gonna be two lights that's gonna come up. This switch is gonna light up, and here is gonna light up.
Okay.
Now, when the hot water, it is heated by the propane that is on board. It's a propane heating system that is used to produce the hot water.
I see gas water heater.
Right, and that's the gas. Correct. Now, once the hot water heater lights up, because it's going to use flame, once it's lit, this light is going to go out. And I'm going to demonstrate it to you. I'm just talking you through it. So let's start. I am turning the water heater on. Both lights are on. This one is going to go off shortly. It is now lit. See, this light is on. That is saying that something is on, so you know it's your hot water heater that is on. I'm going to take you outside and show you where the hot water tank is, and show you that there's a nice blue flame going on right now, heating up your water. Let's go outside. That's the flame. It's heating your water. So give it 10-20 minutes and turn your tap. This is where the power cord is located for you to plug into
The
service
okay, on the
receptacle
campsite.
on the campsite.
Okay.
Now this cord, if you notice, it is plugged into here as well.
Yeah.
I can easily unplug it. You have to unplug it,
Okay.
and you can plug it into the
Into
campsite.
the campsite. Okay.
If you need an adapter, this is your adapter. You just put it on.
Okay. In case it's a small.
It's a small receptacle.
Okay.
Alright? Now, listen carefully. If you're going to be using power from the generator, this must, for you to get power inside, it must be plugged into here. Like that.
Noted.
If you're not doing that,
You get
your
power.
generator will be running, but you're not getting any power inside. And if you need, because what happened is, the generator just put the power here. It just put the power inside here. You know, this is an outside shower.
Outside what?
Outside shower. See, it says
Utility shower.
utility shower. The key, what it is, this key, I'll explain it. This one, you put it here, It's just a shower. You can wash your shoes, you can wash your hands. It uses the same water pump. You turn your water pump on inside,
Yeah.
and you can use to wash your hands, wash out your clothes, whatever you want to do. Some people, if they feel like it, they get a shower outside your car.
Wow.
Same hot water
Hot water.
and cold water.
Okay.
All right, you have the same hot and the cold.
Okay.
All right, you normally keep it locked.
Okay. And this is for gasoline. Okay.
Regular gas.
Okay.
Now, there's so many important things
water,
here.
city water,
Good.
flush.
All right, those are there for good reasons.
Okay.
City water is when you go to a service site and they have a water tap there for you to use. I've got hoses inside here, which I'll show you shortly.
Okay.
It's inside
Okay.
here, and you turn it on, and you're now using water not from your tank, but from the pipe. Once your pump is off, so you could have your pump off, and you're still getting water because you're using city
So
water.
once we plug this in, so our pump inside have to be off for us to use this then, right?
Not necessarily, but I would recommend you keep your pump off if you're
Yeah.
going to use city water, because it's like redundant.
Yeah.
Because technically it's like you're pulling water from your freshwater tank, and at the same time you're using water here. It doesn't.
Okay.
So you do one or the other.
Okay.
Once you have this, you don't need to turn your pump
Done.
off.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
once you have your city water connection,
Yeah.
you don't need the water pump. You'll have water through. You'll have both hot and cold water.
Okay. Good. Now, when you say potable water, city water.
Potable water now. This is when. So this is the city water. Potable water is when you're going to fill up your freshwater tank. You remember the freshwater tank that I show you that the water pump is going to suck water from? Remember I told you about that tank? This is how you get the water in that tank.
Okay.
So you take your same hose, like when you go home, and if tomorrow you're going to get ready to go off and you want to have water on board, you put it here, screw it on here, potable water, and it goes into the tank. So this is your storage water. This is how you get water for storage purposes.
Okay.
City water doesn't go into storage.
Now, let's say I want to fill it up. I bring the hose, connect it on for the water to go inside for storage purpose.
Once you're screwed
The
on
pressure
here,
will start getting it in
flow
on its
naturally.
own. Okay.
once you're connected here, Joy, and you have connected to the pipe, and you turn that pipe on, it
Straight on.
fills straight into your tank.
Okay.
And all you need to do now is to go and press that button inside that says fresh water, and it will tell you when the tank is full.
Okay, so once it's full, then I just
You just come and
turn
turn it on.
Okay.
And you're done.
Good. Got it. Yeah.
All right.
Now, so which one is flush water?
Explain city,
Yes.
and city is which one?
The city is the one on campsite, and it will say city water, right?
Yes.
Then potable one. Now, apart from the water I have in my house, when I get to campsite, it will be labeled potable water. I will know they will label which one is potable water and which one is city water.
No. When you're at a campsite, you're not going to see that.
Okay.
When you're at the campsite, all you're going to have straight from the tap.
Can you please say it again? If
Okay.
I'm at the campsite and I want to use the water straight from the city water on the campsite, and I'm not intending to put it in the reserve in the storage tank, then it goes straight to this city water.
Correct.
Then that way we are just using it directly. However, if I want it to go into the portable tank for reserve,
Storage.
that's when it goes in this one. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay. Awesome. So the flush one.
The flush.
Yeah.
The flush is maybe you're only gonna use this once or maybe twice. You only use this when you have dumped. Remember I said to you the black sand?
Yeah.
You're gonna wash it out. You use the flush to wash it out, to make it clean and nice, so to speak. So you connect the same hose into flush.
Okay.
But this time you would have your wastewater line out. So the water is going into the tank, washing out, and coming right back.
Okay.
So you're flushing the
flushing
tank.
Okay. I understand that.
All right. So now you understand what city is.
City, yes, city is for direct use, plug and play.
Plug and play, direct use.
Direct use, storage.
Portable, storage.
Yeah, and
Flush.
just to flush. But I need to have my black water hose out while I connect.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm a very good student.
You are exceptionally well. Now, this is another important area that I'm going to show you.
Okay.
There's some things in here that I'm going to take out.
Whoa. Okay.
We're going to take these out. Let me take these out. Let me put this in. Your refrigerator, for starters, it takes a while to cool down.
Okay.
So once you turn it on, it is cooling, but it cools slowly.
Okay.
That's how RV's refrigerator operates.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is, say tomorrow when you are in possession of the RV, I would suggest you turn on your refrigerator right there and then from you take it over.
So when we are driving?
Yeah, it can stay on.
Okay.
This is the button. It says on and off. All you do, you press it. That light is in the automatic mode. All you need to do, Joyce, is just to press this blue button. So your fridge is now on.
Okay.
If we open it up, you'll see something is not right. It should have a light coming out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
That's your fridge. That's where you store your stuff, your freezer, and it freezes. You're not gonna feel anything now because it just turned on. Remember I said it takes a while. When you're done and you're returning in to the dumping site,
To plug
in fact there are more than one hose, one of these. So there's another one in a bag there. So if it is further away, you can get more length. So these you can extend them.
extending.
All right. So you put it down. You open up this. This is the lock.
Okay.
Keep it in place. These are the valves. Undo this, what we call it a cap. You just turn it like that, and your cap comes off. It stays in place. Then you take this up. You notice how it is. It is with those things on the edge around here. Those things lock onto these things.
Oh, gotcha.
These little things.
Yeah.
All right. You put it, and they just automatically lines up, and you turn it.
Done. Okay.
And then you do what next? You pull this handle. So you pull. So you're gonna dump now. Pull the handle, and things comes
So
rushing
you have
out.
to plug this side.
Yeah,
before you
so of
come.
course this would have been pull the last thing you do.
Stop.
Pull.
Otherwise, it will be all over the place. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Normally, what you do, Joyce, when you normally dump your black tank first,
Okay.
and then you dump your gray tank.
Okay. The greater you just turn it anti-clockwise.
No, you just pull.
Oh, just
No,
pull.
Just pull.
Okay.
Pull that here, pull that there.
Okay. Okay.
Once you're done, you just push it
Push
back
it
in.
back. Push it back
in.
in. Got it.
Done.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so these are your drains.
Okay.
You're going to dump empty your tanks, and I'll show you.
Yeah.
You.
And these are the water hose.
Yep, these are the water hose.
Are there
Yes.
different types of water hose for each of them, or I use the same one interchange? I use that one water hose interchangeably, depends on the objective.
No, you can use any one.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have two because sometimes
In case anything
you need
happens.
to get a longer hose. You may have
Okay.
to double them up.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know. So
Okay.
all right. I wish I had my gloves because I was gonna connect this for you because you have done it before.
Yeah, I need the connection.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay.
One knob and light. Bring it closer. Light, turn.
Does any switch in the power control panel have to be on for this functionality?
No. For the stove, no, they don't. The stove is pretty much straightforward like a standard stove at home. You just want to turn the
So light.
light and you
And
just
then pack.
they ignite. That's all. You turn it off,
Okay.
you're done.
Okay.